Hello everyone, this is Xephyr here, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World Iceborne on PC. Today we're going to be continuing our kind of preparation tasks, and by that I mean we're going to be taking on quests that will upgrade our specialized tools. So we'll start at kind of the lower star ones and move our way up, though I don't know that we have that many lower star ones left. Yeah, the lowest one is 4 star, and let's see. Alright, so it looks like we'll be starting with a Shrieking Legiana and a Legiana in the quest Duet of Rime. The client is the Celiana Armory. I've been going bonkers thinking about how I can upgrade your specialized tools. You go out and get me the materials I need and I'll hook you up with a cool upgrade. So upgrades the Iceproof Mantle upon the first completion. So that's what we're going to be starting with, because we need to finish getting all this stuff ready to go, because we've waited far too long, and it'll be nice to actually have these things ready and usable for us. And oddly enough, we're going to go ahead and put on our Iceproof Mantle that's not upgraded to start. Should already have our items. Oh, but we do want to change to a fire weapon, don't we? There we are. Alright, let's go eat, and then we will head out to take on a Legiana and a Shrieking Legiana. That's fine. Should be an easier quest, honestly. After what we've seen with Alatreon, I can't imagine things like this are gonna... I'm not gonna take it easy and kind of make the mistake of underestimating the monsters, but it just, when you compare Alatreon to a Legiana and a Shrieking Legiana, it's a difficult comparison. Is one of them here? Where did you drop me? I don't even see a rare mining point or anything. Well, what was the point of that? Actually, now I think about it, I need to go to... Sorry about that noise. I was moving my phone because I was going to try and keep it from buzzing in the mic, and then of course I throw it on accident. But yeah, we need hot drinks, so we're going to go over here and grab those. I've not played Monster Hunter in quite a few days, honestly. I kept having plans to, and then it just kept not happening. I'm not going to worry about capping, I don't think. So let's drop all these out. It kept not happening, and then Paper Mario came out, and I started playing that. It's just kind of an off-camera game to keep me entertained, and, you know... Part of why I've been having a lot of those lately is because I was getting caught up on editing, which I am finally caught up on editing. As of the recording of this video, I only have 2 more videos to upload, one of which is currently uploading. So I actually finally did get caught up, and that's kind of what's been holding me back from recording. Now I can finally start recording again. I'm hoping to at least record 1 video a day and get it edited either that same day or the next day. And the only reason I'm only planning for 1 is because I mentioned this in another video, I'm in the process of buying a new house. You know, all I wanted was some Crystal Burst out of this. And that's not happening. Okay, well, I just wasted health. Yeah, I'm in the process of buying a new house, so it is a long process. It's been a long process. I don't expect it to be... we shouldn't be too much longer. Like, we've picked a house. Our house is basically in the final processes of selling. So we should be good, but we still have like 3 or 4 weeks until close. So there's still stuff to do. We still have some packing to do and things like that. So I'm not able to go back into hardcore gaming, but now that I've caught up on videos, I don't feel so bad about playing games, and I'm kind of glad that I planned not to play Paper Mario on camera, because honestly, it's not a bad game. It's going to be hard to sell that with the way I'm talking, but it's not a hard game, or not a hard game. It's definitely not a hard game, but it's not a bad game. It's just, I don't know, it's not what I was hoping for. The sad thing is, my least favorite part of the game is the combat, and that seems to be what, is you're most commonly doing, and in that case you're just avoiding it. A lot of the other parts of the game are really fun. The exploration, finding the different items and stuff throughout the world, that's all a great time. But, man, the combat, it gets so tedious so fast. You'd think that after all the years of not quite having great success with Paper Mario, since, like, the second game, they would have finally kind of figured out what they're doing wrong, but they haven't. They're still trying way too hard with things that people don't want or need. Man, Barrioth, you're making this just a pain in the butt, and I don't even have anything to do with you. I know part of it is because I'm talking too, but yeah, so I'm gonna drop it at that, because there's not much else to say about it since, you know, I'm not playing it on the channel or anything. But what it has made me think with playing these games off camera is if I don't want to record them because I don't think they're going to be really fit with the theme of my channel, I might at least just stream them or something. Man, I talked about how this shouldn't be a hard quest, and I'm literally having all this trouble because the stupid Barrioth showed up and interrupted what I was doing. I really just... Is he leaving now? Really? As soon as I go to pull out the dung pods? Jesus. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm thinking, since, you know, I'm not always going to want to record everything as a video, because my channel mainly is about, you know, playing games that have, you know, that I can impose myself upon, so like Monster Hunter, other RPGs with character creation and stuff like that. Games that don't have that, or games that just aren't conducive to the kind of recording style where you just need to play for long periods of time, even though there's not necessarily big moments happening, like Persona. Those might be good games for streaming, where I can interact with chat and you know, have other things that are entertaining outside of the game when the game's in its kind of less exciting moments. So that might be what I start doing. That's why I started adding my Twitch channel to the video descriptions. We'll see how that goes. It will be easier to do once I'm in the new house and we have the new office setups together and everything, because I'll have more space. And one of the things that kind of stops me is spending time with my significant other. And in the current house, when I want to record and stuff, I'm in my office, which there's no real space for her to hang out in, so that she can still, you know, be spending time with me and all that. Whereas in the new house, there's lots of room, so she'll be able to hang out and do her own thing, but also be spending time with me. I know it sounds weird, but it really is. Like, she just wants to be in the same room and be able to talk to me if she wants to, and it's hard to do in my current office because there's no space for her to sit. So, yeah, she doesn't mind me playing video games, but it's just tough for her to... It's tough to have long gaming sessions when you have a, you know, your significant other wants you to spend time with them, and they don't mind that being you playing video games and just, you know, talking to them and conversing, but then they can't be in the room because there's just no space for them. So it'll be a lot easier in the new house, and it's one of the things she's actually excited for, because she's wanting to start drawing and stuff again, and she thinks that would be something she could easily do while I'm recording or streaming or whatever, or even just playing video games. So hopefully the new house will also mean more frequent and kind of I don't know what I was gonna say. Just more, I guess, more frequent and more scheduled, maybe? I don't know. Reliable, I guess, videos. Quality probably won't change that much, because I think my quality for the most part is okay, aside from maybe making personality adjustments for in the video, or dialogue, like talking more or less or whatever, but my equipment's not really going to change. I think my equipment for the most part is pretty good. It's just that there might be some settings I still need to tweak. I think for the most part my videos have been coming out as good as they're going to come out, without me getting a whole second rig to potentially do the recordings to, but I don't see unless my channel really takes off, I don't see the benefit in spending that kind of money and time and using up that space for a second rig when my videos are, you know, the quality may not be perfect because I don't have a second PC handling the recording while the main PC is handling the game. But I think this quality is still pretty darn good to not need to go and invest in a second rig for that. Like I said, take up the space in my office and house and all that for those things. Because, I mean, a second computer will take up a good chunk of space. Because I would still need to have it hooked up to a monitor and all that stuff. And while I could, while it's running, have it just using the secondary monitor and stuff, it just... I don't know. It would still take up space and room, and and it does cost money. Even if you get a cheap rig just to do that stuff, it still costs, you know, some cash, and that's not something I necessarily need to invest in at the moment, I don't think. If I'm wrong, you're all welcome to comment on that and say, oh no, your videos would be way better if you got a second rig, and you should, but I just don't think the quality increase would be enough to justify buying a second rig. That Legiana's having a hard time over there. So for now, I don't think the video quality themselves will go up, but hopefully, I know since I began recording, my my ability as the host and player and all that has improved. And I do think I've improved some things with the recordings, like switching to double audio tracks so that I can adjust volumes for my... What is happening here? For my my dialogue as well as the game. And I've hopefully fixed my hitching issues, at least when recording Monster Hunter. Oh, did you finally figure it out? No. What? Well, this is bugged out. Hardcore. Alright, Legiana, I want you to fight, so I'm going to try and dung pot it and see if that will make it fly away and thus fix itself. This is clearly not working. I think it's trying to go get food and it's just not working out. What would happen if I, like... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I thought it was still on dung pods. What if I, like, smashed it into a wall or something? Try and get some slinger pods. Okay. This might work, I hope. But yeah, so hopefully, you know, videos will get better from a personality standpoint and a just like being better at doing this standpoint, but the actual video quality, I like just the graphics. Well, obviously the graphics of the game aren't going to change, but how well they're rendered and all that probably won't change. I don't know how to really explain what I'm trying to say because I have to use the word video both times. Quality will increase but won't increase. Yeah, we'll go with that, right? That's basically what I said. Oh crap. That was tricky. And then, you know, my cats are gonna continually make it a struggle for me because they're gonna make noise that makes it sound like they're in pain when they're just fine. And I'm not kidding about that. That's just how he meows, because he seems to have learned that if he does that, he gets attention from my fiance, and so she, which she does, it totally works, because she always freaks out and thinks he's in trouble, and the number of times we've taken him to the vet and they're like, oh yeah, he's perfectly fine, is frustrating. But that's just how he's learned to get attention. Unfortunately, when she's not home, he still does it, even though I don't give him attention for that because I want him to unlearn it. Also, if I'm recording, I can't really give him attention at the moment. But I am excited for the new house. It's going to be a gonna be pretty great. We're gonna turn the basement into an entertainment area for when we have friends come over and stuff, so that we can watch movies and things, and then the main living room will be for just normal visits with family and stuff that are just spending time with us and don't necessarily want to go down into a dark basement where we can have a big TV for watching a movie. And then obviously we'll have our offices so that I can record and stream, and my fiance wants to draw, and she's even thinking about starting potentially streaming. It'll be great. I feel like the quality of my content will go up. The amount of reliability for me making new content will go up. I think everything will just in general be better, and hopefully I'm right about that. Oh, I missed. I really don't like when you claw attack and it just decides that they're not going to move. Elatreon did that a lot. Oh crap. Oh, there we go. Alright. I thought about... I also have to remember I need to leave those death videos. Or just like the... Where it's saying quest complete, and you know, the monster is... Can't tell if it started raining or whatever. But where the monster's just kind of breathing its last breath and stuff. I'm so used to just hitting start when and like brushing past it when I am playing off camera that I always forget that it's probably nice to just leave it there for the viewer when I'm recording. So I need to be better about that. And I know everything I've been talking about has not been Monster Hunter related, and probably you don't necessarily care. I don't know. I'm just trying to... One of the things I want to do is I don't want there to be so much dead air from me. And sometimes with quests like this, for example, there's not a lot for me to really talk about in regards to the quest. So, you know, give you some of my personal thoughts, help you kind of ensconce yourself in who I am, and by that respect, who the hunter is. Kind of get a grasp on my personality. Though I would think at this point, in how many recordings I've done, and for Monster Hunter, you kind of already have a grasp on myself, and thusly the hunter, but I don't know. It's tough. I still have trouble even knowing how I want to vocalize that stuff, because I am the hunter, but I still say the hunter, or we, or Xephyr, or all these things, even though I should just be saying I, or me. I don't know. It's a struggle sometimes, because I don't quite know how to reference it, because I know I don't do these videos like a straight up role play, like I'm not in character, as it were, the entire time, from the sense that you're listening to the character talk or their thoughts. You're just seeing their actions, and then I kind of just talk about their mentality, which that's kind of the way I like to do it more anyway. It's hard for me to, because even though I'm the character and it should be just my personality, I know I'm talking to an audience, so it's a lot harder for me to just act like there's no audience there and I'm literally it's just me and I am in the world. For me, it's much easier to be like, okay, you can see our actions and our experiences, and I can kind of tell you how I'm feeling, and thusly how the hunter is feeling and things like that. And then it also leaves me open to have these kind of like meta discussions about my life outside of the game and everything. So, I don't know. I like how I do it, but I do know it's kind of funny that it's technically a role play, but it's a different type of one, I guess. I don't know. It's fun for me, and hopefully it's fun for all of you as well. All right, so we've upgraded our specialized tool to the Iceproof Mantle Plus. I would assume the next one we do is probably the Thunderproof Mantle. And then I think all our elemental mantles will be upgraded. I could be wrong. I don't remember exactly what all we have left. Let me check on my botanical research too. Whether it's argosy imports or cultivating something at Botanical Research, just come see me. Anything you need, just say the word. No, it's not due yet. We'll do it after the next quest, assuming I remember. I know I forget a lot. Alright, so next, we have another 4-star, maybe? Treasure in the Steam. So that's just for a special ticket. We'll do that another time. That's for Dark Iron, for a home decor. Okay, yeah, Thunderproof Mantle. Alright, Trap the Thunder Jaw. So this is a capture quest for a Fulgur Anjanath. Client is once again the Legiana Armory. I know these quest descriptions are basically the same with just slight differences, but I'm going to read it anyway, just because there is a difference, and because I forget all the time, so it's, when I do remember, I feel good. I've been going bonkers thinking about how I can upgrade your specialized tools. You get me the materials I need, and I'll upgrade your gear lightning quick. Upgrades the Thunderproof Mantle upon first completion. Okay, so this is in the Elder's Recess, oddly enough. It's not very often I see a Fulgur Anjanath out in the Elder's Recess. They're much more commonly in Hoarfrost Reach. I think it's weak to ice, oddly enough. Right? It seems crazy, but I'm pretty certain it is. Assuming I can find the thing. There it is. Alright, so when it's charged, it's most weak to water. When it's not charged, it's most weak to ice. Well, since we're using a Saphi weapon, it doesn't really matter which we go with. But I do think it's charged more often than it's not. So let's go ahead and we'll go with the Aqua Blade. Oh, and I need my Thunderproof Mantle. That would be a good idea. We have to cap it, so we do actually want our standard loadout. If we end up in the fiery area, we'll find a way to deal with it. I took the quest, so let's go eat. I've actually been thinking about really investing some time and just crafting as many armor sets as I can, because I really do want at some point to have all of the armor sets, just because reasons. I know most of them I won't ever use because, you know, things like Great Jagras armor is not going to ever be useful for me, especially when I have all this endgame stuff, but it's still nice to have them. I'm kind of more interested just in the layered armor, but I know at one point way back when we started this series, I think in Base World even, actually I shouldn't even say even, I'm pretty certain that's when it was, I said I want to make all the armor sets. I won't do low rank and high rank anymore because it's not really much point, and I don't know that we have enough storage space, because I think we only get like 2,000 total items. So if I ever want to do other weapons, I won't be able to have all of the armors, I don't think. But we'll see. It's a little sad that, you know, back at Base World, it's like, I'm going to make all the armors. That's my goal. And then, you know, I'm already talking about how I'm not going to make all of them. I'm just going to make all the master rank. And even then, I know I'm saying it now, but it depends. Like, I really want to, but at the same time, there's so many other things I want to do in the game that that might take a back seat. And again, I'm not going to use the majority of them because they're just not useful when you compare them to, you know, most of the master rank sets I have now. Like even the Elder Dragon armors, when you compare them to like when we eventually have the Gamma armors again for all the Elders, and Alatreon and Saphi Jiva and all this other stuff, they're just they don't hold a candle anymore. So it's like you know, maybe if I wanted to do a challenge run that wasn't just, you know, being armorless, I guess I could see them being useful for stuff like that, but I mean, I don't ever see myself really doing that. So I want to make them all just for the idea of I took the time to do this because this is how much I love this game. But at the same time, my entire thought is what would be the point, especially if it takes up inventory space and then I can't make, like, will I eventually have to sell some of them and get rid of some of them so that I can make more weapons and stuff, which pretty much all weapons have some use because of the augment system. Like, even the lower ranked weapons can be usable because they can have so many more augments on them. I'm surprised that counted as a hit. That's alright. That counted... I'm not gonna lie, I should have gotten paralyzed there. Like, I dodged early, and if anything, it should have counted as a dodge, but not given me the activation noise, because, like, come on, we dodged way early. That's nice. Oh, I missed the face. Why? Why did you attack? All right, whatever. Like, do. That's just silly. I don't know why that happened. Oof. Oof. I do think that was a funny conversation I just talked about there, where I was like, oh yeah, I want to make all the armors, but I don't want to make all the armors, but I should make all the armors, but I don't, like, what? I don't know. You can tell just how, like, how much I'm struggling with it there. And I'm not kidding, it is a struggle for me, because I don't know what I want to do. Like, do I want to invest the time? And I mean, it's like, would it really be that difficult? Probably not. I probably can make a lot of the armor sets already just because of how much I've played the game. But I just find it funny that I'm like, yeah, I should totally do this. And then literally seconds later, I'm like, but should I really? Mainly because I didn't even think about the inventory usage until, like, after the fact, and then realized, oh, you know what? I might not even have the inventory space for it. Though, I mean, I have a ton of space still left. Like, I have plenty at the moment, but I'm just thinking, you know, if I ever do decide to branch out to other weapons, you know, I used bow a bit in low and high rank for, like, Kieran, because Kieran is a nightmare with the longsword, or at least was. But other than that, I've literally used no other weapons, and I have no real plans to. I actually have a secondary character that I play Gunlance on, but I don't ever plan to do that on my main character. So it's kind of like, am I ever going to make other weapons? So I probably can make the armors, but I have made some of the greatswords and stuff just because I want to make all the weapons as well. Like, I know my goal was to make all the equipment. And then I realized how much of a time sink that is, and it, like, not even in a time sink of hunting. It can, like, just making the equipment sometimes and making sure you have enough, because you have to make multiples of, like, the bone and iron and stuff to go down all the trees and stuff. It's time consuming. Like, it takes a lot of time. And so I'm just kind of like, you know, I don't know. And what if they, you know, give us another monster that has, like, has like a system similar to Savage Deviljho, where you get, you know, the same weapon, but it's got one of each element and stuff, and I need one of those for each weapon and stuff like that. And it's just like, I don't know. Hopefully we have enough inventory space and I technically can do it, because I would, you know I keep flip-flopping, but I would like to make all of the equipment, because I've never taken the time to do that in a Monster Hunter before. And even though I've never had an interest in making all weapons before, I've always wanted to make all the armor sets, and I've just never taken the time. And now I actually feel like doing it, and I think I totally could because of how much I love this game. But, oh, he moved. What a dick. But I just worry that I won't have the inventory space, or honestly the time, because there's going to be other things coming out that I'm going to want to play. And, you know, I'm going to do most of it off camera when I make weapons and, well, not weapons, but when I make armor and stuff. Like, I'll do it off camera, and then I could just show the final result and be like, oh, look, I actually did all this. But, I don't know. It's a, it's just still tough trying to think about it and make that the concrete decision. I probably will in the long run. Spoiler, I guess. I probably will end up doing it. It's just probably going to... Oh, you dick. It's going to take a long time. Oh, I actually got the carp. It's going to take a long time. Because I'll probably do it off and on. Like, I'll have a day where I'm like, oh, I feel like doing this. And won't mind how mind-numbingly boring it can be to just sit there at the smithy and keep crafting and crafting and crafting. So I'll have days like that, and I'll get a bunch done, and then I'll go back. I do believe, though, that I will not make the low rank and high rank sets, because they will be absolutely useless. At least with master rank, every piece kinda can... Like, even though they wouldn't be the best because of slots and stuff, they're at least master rank, and I've never really tested to see if high rank and low rank armor can be upgraded anywhere near master rank defense. I know in previous entries they could. I wonder if you can be capped yet. I know in previous entries... Oh, Jesus, come on. In previous entries they could. Like, you could do overforging, I think is what it was called. And so you could take something that was high rank and even low rank, I think, and they wouldn't gain any more slots or anything, but they would at least get to the defense of G rank. And the reason that you would do this is because... Okay, good. The reason you would do that is because sometimes the skills that were on them would help you finish out, like, activating some skills, but wouldn't give you the negative skill because their point distribution would be different, or you only needed like 1 or 2 points so you could get that off of the lower high rank version, but they'd also only give you like 1 towards the negative, and if you got 2 towards the negative, you'd get the negative skill or something. Like, there were reasons why you do it, even though they technically weren't as good as the G rank version of the equipment. But since you could get the defense up to G rank level, you weren't really taking that much detriment. And I haven't checked to see if you could do that with low rank and high rank armor. Maybe we can check that right after this, because I'm curious now. And because I've been ranting and trying to make this decision, which really I shouldn't be trying to make on camera. Like, it'll either happen or it won't. Oh, we got a silver crown. And Thunderproof Mantle is now Thunderproof Mantle Plus. Yay. So we'll go check this real quick before we take on our next quest. And I know, I'm sorry, this is such a weird video. It's been other than the Alatreon video and... Oh, we picked up another quest. Other than the Alatreon video and the last video that I did getting the rest of the canteen ingredients, I hadn't recorded in a while, so I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things and knowing how to talk and, like, making sure I'm entertaining. And I'm just trying to give you my thoughts that I've had over these past, like, 3 months of not really recording. Alright, so let's just check. If I go to my low rank armor... Sure, chainmail. So I can't remove the upgrade limit. Can I do it on something... You know what, let's do it on Origin, I guess? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I've got tons and tons of stuff. Is there anything that would be worthwhile to do this for? Probably not. I just wonder. Alright, we'll just do it on the Origin armor, because why not? Do the entire set. We're not even going to upgrade it, but I feel like I might as well augment them all if I'm going to augment any of it. Alright, let's upgrade. Let's see how high its defense can get. This will probably be really depressing and won't get anywhere near Master Rank, but I just want to see. 1 gets it to maxed out. Its defense only hits 72. Oh god! Yeah, no, that's no good. Alright, so there's literally no reason for me to make the low rank and high rank if... So here's what I'm going to say. So back in base world, I said I'm going to make it all. I'm stepping away from that because I don't think it's possible to make everything and have an inventory space. So here's what I'm actually going to plan for now. I'm going to make all of the master rank armor. My plan is also to try and make all of the craftable master rank weapons. There's no way I'm going to worry about trying to get every single Kolv Taroth weapon. It's too much of a pain in the butt. I don't even think I have all of the long swords. I have a lot of the long swords, but not all of them, and I'm running out of Culve materials to make more. So it's not worth it. I'm not going for Culve. I think I have most of the Safi weapons. If I have to fight Safi more at some point, I will continue to collect those. If there are more of them I need to get. I'm sure there's plenty more I need to get, but... So basically, siege monster weapons that they have like tons of different variations that I can't just craft on my own. I'm not going to worry about those. But I'm going to try and make every craftable weapon, all of the master rank armor. If at the end of that I find that I still have inventory space, I might start making the low rank and high rank equipment as well. I am definitely also going to make all the layered armor. The problem is, I will probably not achieve any of this before I'm done with this series. So even though I'm telling you this, unless I decide to do an update video sometime down the line, like if I ever hit Master Rank 999 or something and I want to show off all the other things I achieved, you'll probably never see me reach these goals. Because it's not likely. Like, I still have quite a few things to do in this game that I want to do on camera, but honestly, other than the new title updates and, you know, the few things that we have left, which I say few because in the grand scheme it is few, we're running out of stuff that I need to do on camera. And so at one point, this is another thing that I plan to do on the channel if I start streaming more regularly, is just if I feel like hunting but I'm not doing something that I need to record, I might just do some hunts on the stream. But I am going to commit to doing all Master Rank armor and all craftable weapons. I don't know when that video will ever come out, because that would probably have to be at some point just an update video of, hey, it's been a long time since I've made a new Monster Hunter video. Here's what I've been doing. Here's all the things that I've achieved. Like something like that. And, you know, maybe it'll happen at some point, but who knows? Because I know we still have to finish optional quests. I know we still have to do the arena. We still have to find endemic life. And we still have plenty to do in the Guiding Lands. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it'll take me that unbelievably long to knock all of that stuff out if I'm efficient. But then we also still have title updates that'll be coming out. Like, we still have another monster from the last title update that hasn't been released yet. And it's released next month, I think. And we have a festival coming up. And I mean, don't worry, there's still plenty to do in this game. But I highly doubt I will be able to make every craftable weapon and every master rank armor before we're done with all that stuff, because that is what's going to take a long time. So, let's look and see what else we've got here. I don't think we have... Yeah, well, there's no more 4-star specialized tools. So, we're jumping up to 5-star now. The Tyrant's Banquet. Alright, so it's the Savage Deviljho. I've been going bonkers thinking about how I can upgrade your special... Oh, right. Clients to Celiana Armory. It's a hunting quest. I've been going bonkers thinking about how I can upgrade your specialized tools. You go out and get me the materials I need, and the status of your gear is sure to go up. So it upgrades the Apothecary Mantle upon first completion. So we'll be taking this on next. This will probably be the last quest we can do in this video, because Savage Deviljho takes a bit of time. Oh, he's in the Wildspire Waste? Oh, fun. I don't know, really. I think Central Camp's probably best, because I don't quite know where he generally hangs out. And because we haven't used it yet, and he is weak to Dragon, let's go ahead and go with the Dark Claw Demise as our weapon. Might as well pop in Dragon damage, right? Because I don't know what else we'd throw on here. And then we also need our Dragon-Proof Mantle. Look at that. All our elemental mantles are done. We're actually doing pretty good when it comes to upgrading stuff, because we only have, what, the Apothecary Mantle that we're about to do, the Rocksteady Mantle, the Temporal Mantle, and the Affinity Booster. So we're getting close. It'll be nice to have all these upgraded. Should have been done a long time ago. And away. Hey, there he is. I always love when it drops us right next to them. Because I didn't need to hunt him down. Well, hello there. Oh! Oof. One of the nice things with this set is that we won't get Dragon Blight. We're immune to it. You know, at one point people had talked about them adding regular Deviljho and regular Valhazak to Master Rank, but it has not happened yet. I have a feeling that I don't have health regen on this weapon. My health is perfect. Part of the problem is with the way Joe moves, it's hard to get the regen from Sappy's armor set. Yeah, I don't think I put health regen on this yet. That's okay though. We'll make do. Oh, I missed. So I missed my counter. Shoot, that's not good. Oh, moving around too much. I do like his music. It's just so ominous and evil sounding. No, 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 no. Aww. I was hoping to get my foresight in, but it did not work out. There we go. Oh, nice. That was great timing on Shadow's part. See, it's amazing how much better I play when I stop talking. Oh, shoot. Ow. Alright, alright. We can do this. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I actually fell down that time. Nice. Ooh, was that a 236? Nice. I know there are a lot of people who don't like the damage numbers in Monster Hunter because they're purists and they always like the oh, you know you're doing good damage because of how big the slash was when you attacked and things like that. But I like the damage numbers because it's just fun to see big numbers sometimes. And I know that probably makes me sound horrible, but they don't bother me. I like them. I don't think they're as problematic as so many people made them out to be. People were like, no, it's not Monster Hunter because you're not supposed to see it. But I think it's so much better to know, hey, if I hit this spot, my number's way lower than if I hit that spot, so clearly I should hit that spot instead. And like I said, I get that there were indications before, like, I know that, but I don't know. The reason I never turned the numbers off is because they don't bother me, and I thought it's kind of nice to see. It really is. Everyone will have their own opinion on it, and that's fine. Oof. Oh, that's just bad. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have rolled into that. So crazy, like, Joe's so tall, but so many of his attacks do hit low enough that, like, you'll think, oh, it's gonna go right over me, and it does not. Oh. I'm not quite sure what he was doing there. Thought I'd get away faster. I did not. Shoot. Oh, shoot! I hit a wall. Deck! Okay. Oh, that was just luck right there, because that was about to crush me. Alright, he's on his way to rest. Just for fun, we're gonna cap him. I just feel like it. Yay! Got ourselves a pet Deviljho. And we're in its mouth. That's odd placement. See if we get anything nice. Not really. Recovery Plus isn't a bad jewel. Alright, so our Apothecary Mantle is now an Apothecary Mantle Plus. So there's not a lot left. We got what? I think we said Rock Steady, Temporal, and Affinity Booster. So those quests are probably going to be significantly more difficult. I did forget to go to Botanical Research after the last quest. Those will probably be significantly more difficult, and that's certainly fine. I'm excited to tackle those. Oh, I should have mentioned this. I know you've seen it, but I should have mentioned I did get the last Pallium I needed to give Shadow full Alatreon armor as well, so that he sort of matches me. I guess I could give him the Savage Deviljho helmet if I wanted to, and then he'd completely match me, but I just wanted to put him in the Alatreon set. And he's got the Alatreon Palico weapon, which is a replica of the longsword I'm using currently as well. So, yeah, so I did get that done as well. So the next video we'll probably finish up these getting our mantles and specialized tools upgraded. I think that's a good goal to have right now. And I will say this video kind of it felt good. I know the last video it was kind of odd. Like I recorded for a long time. The final edit came out I think just under an hour, but I spent probably about 2 hours, maybe 2.5, doing all of the, what are they called? It was finishing the canteen, but I was trying to think of the name of the gathering points, but it was the Butterburs and the Frozen Foliage, I think is what it's called. I spent a lot of time hunting those down, and it was fun because some of the stuff in that video was unexpected, but I know, this was just a breath of fresh air. The Alatreon video was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of frustration as well. As I've mentioned, I don't like losing. And as a hunter, I don't like having to retreat from the battlefield and return to town to, in essence, lick my wounds. I guess more it's just let my wounds heal completely before challenging the thing that bested me again. But I don't like that happening, and I know it happens. This isn't like it's the first time that's happened ever for me in Monster Hunter by any means. Like, challenges are out there, and that's good. And, you know, as I've said many times, as long as you get away with your life, you can always improve, and you can always come back on top, which is what we did. But this video felt good because I feel like, yeah, I wasn't perfect at hunting, but we had no feints. It was a breath of fresh air to get out there and just hunt and feel successful again. Beating Alatreon felt great when it happened, but the failures before it did not feel great. And like I said, I don't like putting my tail between my legs and running back to town. It's not what I like to have to do, but I know it happens, and so this felt like things are back to the norm where I just feel like I'm back on top. Which it sounds so funny. Like as I say it, I'm like, man, this is not it's not coming out the way that I want it to sound, because it's not like it's not like I really have this like belief that I'm the best of the best. I've said it many times. I'm like slightly above average when it comes to Monster Hunter. I am not amazing. So I know like situations like that are going to happen, and it's so weird for me to say things like, oh, I can't believe that I failed. Like, I don't know why, but it did. It still, it doesn't matter how many times it happens, it's always frustrating. I don't like to lose. And I don't like, I know I've said this many times, I don't like having to retreat, which, I mean, that's what happens when you hit 3 feints, or whatever the feint cap is for the quest. You have to retreat back to town to rest and heal before you can challenge the monster again. I mean, it's as simple as that, and that's what we had to do, and I don't like having to do that. I like being able to just take the monster down, and it feels really good when a challenging monster is defeated. I just prefer when I haven't lost it all because I just don't like losing. It's as simple as that. So I don't want to get on another ranting rampage. I just wanted to, really the only point I brought it up is I literally just wanted to say that this was a breath of fresh air for me. It felt good. And, you know, maybe it shouldn't because it wasn't even tempered monsters. Like, none of this was really something that should be a big challenge, but it feels good when you succeed. You know, coming off of... I shouldn't say coming off, because it's not like I failed all of them. I did beat Elatreon. Like, I defeated him. I proved that I was the greater force. But just one success after some failures isn't enough. And so having some more success, it feels good to be back on, like, consistent success. I guess that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop there just because, like I said, I didn't want this to become a big rant. I just kind of wanted to voice that, but it just kind of spiraled out of control on me. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. You can also subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon to get email updates when I upload new videos, and of course you can leave any comments or suggestions in the area below the video. However, that is all I have for you today, so thank you so much for watching, and as usual, this is Xephyr, signing out.